Good. All right, I'm streaming. All right, streams up.
All
Uh,
right. So
yeah,
is everyone good then?
yeah, we're chilling, bro.
All right. So, all right, gentlemen, thank you for being here tonight. We're having this virtual press conference for an exciting matchup set to go down on April 13th, 2026. This contest is scheduled for 4 rounds, 2 minutes each, with a weight limit of 171 pounds and a 170-pound division. We have 10 questions, 5 questions each to each fighter. We're going to start off with Tino's questions, then we'll get into Chris's questions.
All
All
right.
right. First question for Tino is going to be so we're about a week and a half out from this fight. What is the energy like going into this?
Um, a little bit calm, a little bit focused. I feel like there's still more hard work to do. Um, but I'm pretty close to feeling ready. I'm just a few more practices away, a few more sessions away from being exactly where I want to be.
Okay.
I feel like my mentality wise, I'm already like where I need to be. Like there's not much I need to change. Just my training.
All right. Second question. So we've seen the stats of the upcoming fight. How do you feel about being targeted as the underdog?
Oh God. I mean, I embrace it because, I think when it comes to the underdog, it just means that people don't see what I see in myself. And that's fine with that. Like, I don't feel like I need to validate it. I just use it as an opportunity and make the most of it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jumping into the third question. Do you believe your opponent, Chris, is on your level when it comes to skill and condition?
100%. Yeah. As far as power, I feel like we both have enough power. We have like the very same, like, I'm not gonna lie. Anything else do I think? I'm not sure. As far as power, that's all I think.
All
I
right.
don't know.
This is where things get a bit shaken up then. What is your game plan to take this victory and knock him down?
Just stick to what I've been training on, really. Just everything that I've learned so far and capitalize on it. I'm not trying to like force too many things or anything like that. Just going with the control and the pace.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, we got to do it to you, Tino. In this very moment, what is your message to Chris? You have 2 minutes if needed.
Oh man, just
Should
come ready, dude. That's it.
Turn into a debate.
Just come ready. That's it.
All right.
First said
I
you,
like where this is going.
first said you got 2 minutes.
If needed, bro. You know what I mean?
The,
All right.
the political and
Chris,
economic
that-
state of the
There's
world.
that one question that I was like, because I mean, I haven't really seen him spar much. Like I haven't seen like videos or anything that. I just seen a little bit, so it's very hard for me to like critique on our
Silent
similarities.
builder. Yeah. All right, Chris, we're jumping into your questions. Are you ready, man?
Hell yeah.
All right. First question. What kind of fight should the viewers expect when you step into this ring?
Just an entertaining fight. That's all I ever want to put on.
Yeah.
All right. Second question. What is one mistake Tino is going to make that you believe you could capitalize on?
Just his cardio, I guess. I feel like,
Right.
there's a slight difference in cardio.
Okay. Absolutely, yeah. Third question. What do you say to being favored in this fight, and how will you prove it?
I mean, like Tino said, I have like I don't really have much footage out there. I feel like I'm not really presenting myself as much of a fighter or one that is known to fight, but at the same time, I mean, you guys know my credentials for the most part. It's like halfway in, halfway out. I train here and there. My boy got the nicotine pouches.
All right. Jumping into your fourth question. What is your biggest advantage over Tino in this matchup?
Like I said, my cardio, I feel like I run a good amount of time. I feel like my mile time, uh, despite my past of being a avid smoker and still smoking some weed most of the time. Yeah, I feel like my cardio, regardless, is gonna be pretty good. It's gonna show in the fight as I push the pace, and yeah, I think it's gonna show on April 13th.
All right. And for your final question, of course, my man, you know we got to do it to you too. What do you say to Tino right now before stepping into the fight?
I mean, first off, respect to taking the fight, man. I feel like you know, a lot of people they like to show off on the bag, but they don't actually like to put the effort to try and find something and set something up for themselves to really show off. So I feel like it's respectable to put yourself out there, and I feel like that's all I really got to say. I feel like he shouldn't be an underdog. I think I think Tino's got some, good hands, but if he put himself really in there and put himself in a training gym, I think he could really tap into something great.
All right. Hell yeah. And then I have a final question for Tony. Um, Tony. So Tony's a 22-year-old athletic freak of nature with 18 years of folk style wrestling, handling 1,000 matches. He's 2-0 in jiu-jitsu, newborn, 145-pound champion in just his first tournament. When it comes to boxing, he's 100% all self-taught, just striking for the love of violence. Tony, what is your official prediction in this matchup with Tino and Chris going down on the 13th of April?
Ooh, I feel like they both, in their own way, like I feel like what makes this fight so interesting and the reason I wanted to book it and get it done is because I feel like they both come from different styles of non-fighting. Like there's a bodybuilder and there's a guy who knows so much about fighting and he podcasts, like that was the first ever podcast or the second podcast I was on, and he has like a mind for fighting. And I feel like the thing about now with fighting is people like to see guys that don't really come from a respective fighting background fight. Like that's the difference. Like it's 2026, you know what I mean? Like fighting's been around since the beginning, and I think the beginning of time. And I think what makes fighting so exciting is when you see guys that come from non-fighting backgrounds put it out there. Like I feel like that's why influencer and YouTube boxing is getting so big. And I feel like that's what
Yeah.
makes this fight so exciting and so interesting. And I feel like the bodybuilder thing, I think I really like that when I made this fight with Tino. It's like, can a bodybuilder fight? And like I feel like we've seen that question answered in different ways and multiple times in different organizations. But now I feel like it makes it even more exciting because it's a different kind of style of fight. You know what I mean? Like we're not putting this out there as the most technical kind of fighting. I feel like we're not putting this out there. It's unsanctioned, you know what I mean? So we're going to really, really see April 13th if a bodybuilder can fight in one of the most, it's just, I would consider what we do like dirty. It's dirty, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of technique. There's not a lot of rules to it. I mean, you put gloves on, you sign one contract, and that's it. You fight, and it's broadcast. Like we've seen it on my account. Like it's broadcasted to thousands of people. Like thousands of people, you can make a name for yourself. And I feel like that's why I like this fight, is because you have two guys. You got a guy that hosts a podcast that could be huge for his views. Like that, they see him fight, they see him knock a bodybuilder out. That's good. That's huge for him. You see a bodybuilder with Tino. He's got 15,000 or 14,000 Tino, right, on your TikTok.
15, yeah.
He's got 15,000 people on his TikTok. If somebody see him like knock Chris out, I think that's what makes this fight so exciting, is because he could go either way. And it was hard for our guys to make the odds for this fight. I feel like I leaned for the odds towards Chris because
The Ashkenazi's coming
I
out
feel
of
like
Tony.
I
You
see
see
something
him.
in him
The
where it's a little
views,
bit more
guys,
of
the
that dirty
views.
style, which might be more successful in this environment. I feel like Tino's style of fighting is more successful in a structured environment with a better rule set. But before I really make a prediction, I feel like I have to ask the question myself, and I wanted to know from both guys. With like, say you get a win, I want to know like what you think is next. Do you see yourself fighting again? Say you get out of this fight in a fight, or say you get out of this fight in like a clean fight where you don't even get hit. it and like you just like shock. Even like I feel like you guys can shock yourself in this kind of fight. I want to know from both you guys. I don't care who goes first, but I want to know like what do you think's next? Do you see yourself continuing the fight? Do you see yourself using this to benefit your platform? What do you guys think?
I think it just depends like how my training goes after the fight. Like after whatever happens, and I continue to go to the gym, or if I find some type of gym where I can actually spar and do certain workouts. As I go down the line, I can just see like how I feel, if I'm improving on anything, and be like, okay, I think I can maybe continue a little bit. But
I mean, I want to start. I want to try and start my amateur career. I feel like, I mean, backyard boxing. It's and like you said, like I don't have much repertoire in literally anything fighting. I'm a fuck. I used to be a gamer. I mean, Tino's right. Back then, I used to not do much. I used to just lift a little bit here and there. I used to just play Minecraft and shit like that. But for the past like 2 years, I've really been trying to lock in. I've been trying to get my cardio up, trying to, just actually live life, actually do stuff. And I feel like for the most part, if I'm able to represent that in MMA and in the broader, in the general scene of MMA, if I'm able to bring that kind of style in and be able to succeed in the amateur and pro MMA divisions, then I think I can inspire people and, make a storyline out of that where, somebody who has literally no kind of training background or anything like that, only did like 1 day of wrestling in high school, and then, still went on to become a pro in MMA and get something done. I want to at least inspire some people to, do something like that in the future instead of sit on their ass.
Yeah. What
Oh,
made
yeah.
you guys both say yes, like to this fight? What was the first? Was it a no doubt about it, like I want to do it, or did you have to take time to think about it?
I don't think you want to know the answer.
No, for real, I want to know.
That's why he's asking.
Man, once you hit rock bottom, you don't give a fuck about anything, dude. I just want to do something. That's all.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, something like this, I feel like, especially in this environment, this can bring you all the way back up. I mean, the pressure's crazy, of course. Like, going to be broadcasted to a lot of people that are going to care, and there's going to be a lot of people that come from your platform as well that follow you and watch you. You probably inspire them, and like some people say, like, yeah, it's a make or break opportunity. But I feel like for a lot of people, it's all about their mindset, and something like this could really, really impact them and the future of their social media and their respective page. So I feel like that's what makes this so exciting and like a really, really. I really don't even know what to expect. Like I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just hard to expect anything in this kind of fight. Like to me, a fight like this is just as exciting as when you know two guys with two professional backgrounds, because it's like in that case, I've seen that you see guys fight and it's like you kind of know what to expect, and I feel like that's what makes this fight so exciting. Is you like I really don't know who's gonna throw the first punch. Like Gabe, I don't know. Like there's so many things. Are they gonna clinch? Is there gonna be a knockdown? Is it gonna go the distance? I feel like that's what makes it so like that's what's gonna make people want to tune in.
Dude's waiting for
Yeah,
somebody
this
to
is what I
crash
call
out.
an interesting 50-50. It could go either way. It could go the distance. It could not go the distance. Someone could be going to the fucking hospital. You know what I mean? Like anything
Yeah.
can happen.
I think for the prediction, I think it could go two ways, and I feel like it could go either if it goes all 4 rounds. In that case, I think Chris is going to be the one with the slightly better cardio. I think he's going to be the one with a little bit more of the experience. I feel like jujitsu experience, which he has, he goes and trains jujitsu. I feel like that comes into play because I feel like grappling, in my
I'm
opinion,
ass,
the
bro.
cardio. Yeah, but just being there and being with those guys and getting those rounds in and getting that experience, and it really doesn't matter how good of a level you are, you're there. You know what I mean? You show up, and I feel like that makes it even more better. You're going, and say you're getting your ass whipped, it doesn't matter because it takes a lot of balls to come back and keep going and going. And I feel like it could either be a Chris decision, or I feel like Tino could get a TKO early. And I feel like it all depends in this kind of fight on if these guys can take a punch. So that's what I'm gonna go with.
if I were to throw a prediction in there, my prediction for both sides would be if it went the distance, I would go. If it went the distance, I'm going Chris. If it doesn't go the distance, I'm going Tino with a very early TKO.
Yeah, same, exactly. That's how I'm feeling about it.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. April 13th. Mark that down on your calendar. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a movie that night. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
I think we're all set.
That was lit. Oh shit.
You guys did good.
Yo, did I even do good with these fucking questions?
I thought they were great
Yeah.
questions. I couldn't really think of anything else.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I mean, it's
Wait,
kind of
Chris, is that
general
on your YouTube?
questions.
Yeah, it's on my YouTube. Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
All right, bet.
It should be
I bet. God, fucking car smells like dick cheese. Oh yeah, perfect.
there you go.
It's kind of general.